You know that feeling when you're at work, Saturday shift, Tuesday night, and you're tired thinking, why am I even doing this? And then you remember you're building towards something. Every paycheck gets you a little closer. Here's what nobody tells you. Most people hit a few $1,000s saved, feel like they've proven something, and spend it. New phone, weekend trip, something shiny. Then they start from zero again. But the people who push through and actually hit $10,000, something genuinely, measurably different happens in how their brain works, how their decisions feel, and what their money does. The crazy part? Only about 7% of people your age have crossed that line, which means if you understand what's waiting on the other side, you already have an edge on almost everyone around you. Here's what's actually going on because most people get this completely backwards. Two people can earn the exact same income and one builds wealth while the other stays stuck for decades. The difference isn't what they make, it's what their money does once it arrives. When you have no savings buffer, your brain runs in what psychologists call scarcity mode. It's not just stressful, it literally changes in how you make decisions. Research from Vanguard found that people with even $2,000 in emergency savings report 21% higher financial well-being. Not because $2,000 is a lot of money, but that buffer tells your brain you're not on the edge anymore. And once it stops panicking, it starts thinking ahead. $10,000 pushes that shift into a completely different gear. Meet Maya. She's 17, works 20 hours a week, brings home $650 a month. She's been saving $250 every month for about 3 years. Disciplined, consistent. She just hit $10,000. Then something weird happens. Her manager offers her more hours, more responsibility, same pay. Before $10,000, Maya probably says yes. She needed the money, couldn't afford to be difficult. But now she has months of expenses covered, so she asks for more pay to match the extra responsibility. Worst case, they say no and nothing changes. But she's not negotiating from desperation anymore. She's negotiating from security. That's called walking away money. Most people don't develop this until their mid-30s. Maya has it at 17. But here's where it gets really interesting, and this is the part most people miss entirely. It's not just psychology. The math starts working for you in a way that feels almost unfair once you see it. Say you're 17 and you put $10,000 into a basic index fund, earning 8% annually, a conservative estimate based on long-run market history. By 25, that's grown to about $18,500. You didn't add a dollar, you just left it alone. Now compare that to someone who waits until 22. Same $10,000, same 8%. By 25, they have $12,600. Same money, same investment, but a 5-year head start created nearly $6,000 more with zero extra effort. Most people assume you can catch up by saving more later. You can save more, but the compounding never fully catches up because time isn't just a variable in the equation. Time is the engine, and once it's gone, you can't buy it back. There's a rule called the Rule of 72. Divide 72 by your interest rate, and you get roughly how long it takes your money to double. At 8%, that's 9 years. So $10,000 at 17 becomes $20,000 by 26, $40,000 by 35, $80,000 by 44, without ever adding another dollar. Not because you did anything clever, just because you started. Here's the reframe I actually want you to sit with. Most people hit $10,000 and treat it like a reward. I've been responsible. I deserve something. So they spend it. New car, vacation, whatever. And then nothing changes. But $10,000 isn't a reward. It's the seed. The second you spend it, you don't just lose $10,000. You lose everything it was going to become. That $10,000 at 17 left alone is $80,000 by your mid-40s. You're not spending $10,000, you're spending $80,000. So here's what to do this week, and open your banking app and look at the last 60 days honestly. Income minus actual spending. Whatever's left is your real savings capacity. Then separate your money. Savings and spending in the same account means your savings will disappear. Open a high-yield savings account. Move your savings there automatically on payday before you can think about it. Then pick one monthly number and protect it like it's not optional. Even $100 a month is $1,200 a year. And with compound growth, that's the foundation of something real. 93% of people your age haven't crossed this line. That's not a stat to feel smug about. It's an invitation. You know what's on the other side now. The only question is whether you're going to build toward it or spend the next few years starting over from zero. Your future self is watching the choice you make right now.